Alright, episode 2. Here we go. Let's get right into it. First, I'm going to start by building a basic zombie XP farm. Now that the farm is built, I'm just going to need a place to kill them. Now that I have a place to kill them, it is time to get some max diamond armor. Let's go. Now, I did skip 4,000 zombie killings, but it's in the greater good because now I have max gear and armor, and you didn't have to watch me kill 4,000 zombies. I would call it a win-win situation. With my newfound power, I decided it was Nether time, so I could get the last book I needed for my armor, which was Soul Speed 3. This would be a crazy journey. Okay, so I just had to start my recording. Look at what I got from this bastion chest. This is insane. 2 netherite ingots, 20 gold blocks, ancient debris. Like, guys, I can't even make this up. I will put the seed in the description or something. Like, this was a crazy chest. I don't know how I got this. Thankfully, at this bastion, I was recording because I got lucky again. 2 more netherite ingots to add to the pile. It took another hour to get Soul Speed 3, and even then, I didn't even get a trade for it. I had to combine it in an anvil. But thankfully, I got enough levels for mining quartz to put it on my boots, and that is technically fully maxed armor because of the swift sneak I got in the last episode, which you should watch, by the way, after finding that lucky ancient city. On the way home, I get distracted. I mined some more ancient debris, and I got a netherite block. Look at this. I was like hyped with this. I don't really make netherite blocks often, but they actually are super satisfying and look awesome. I felt really rich. I can't find the clip of me making everything netherite. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if I recorded it or not, but this visual of the chest is the very first footage I have with me with netherite armor. I don't know what happened to the footage, like I said, but I did prove that I got the netherite block, so hopefully that's enough for you guys. I don't know what to say. So, I made a cobblestone farm. This is what most of my farms this video are going to be made out of, so it's really crucial that I have this. Also, you'll notice that there's like a replay thing while I'm doing this. That's because I have a new mod called flashback recording, and it's super helpful for making these. Then, with my cobblestone, I started making a creeper farm so I could eventually make some rockets when I get an elytra, which would be super helpful in the future. Also, I got this cool clip. I hope you guys like it. Then, after AFKing overnight, I put too much of my trust in feather falling. Then, I built this really cool sugarcane farm. This is a design by me, actually, and it separates all the redstone so they're on their own separate module, and it actually probably increases the farm production. What you guys are about to watch is just about the weirdest end fight in the history of Minecraft. It is so corrupted, I don't even know what happened. The first time I noticed something strange, there's 2 dragons in the sky. If you've ever played Minecraft, you would know this is not normal. The thing that wasn't corrupted was my idea to kill the dragon with a spear. This was stupid, don't try this. It does not do as much damage as a mace. Well, I beat the game with 2 dragons. It was interesting, to say the least, but definitely kind of fun. If you also wanted to try to fight 2 dragons at once, make sure you have a computer which will crash as soon as you enter the end. This will probably corrupt your end and spawn 2 dragons. But it's alright, because we successfully got our elytra. Once I got back to the overworld, I rolled what felt about 1,000,000 books, and I tried to find Unbreaking 3. I did not get it, I had to trade with villagers. I settled on Unbreaking 2, then I put on my elytra. We're good now. And now it's time to build us a gold farm. Now the actual gold farm build is pretty boring. See, flashback recording takes a while to export your recordings, so instead I just put in a funny clip. This is what will happen if you open the portals way too early. But after clearing all those guys out, I got the farm working, and it is super good. It gets me a lot of XP and also gold, which can be traded for emeralds using a cleric villager, which is pretty cool. Next, I went around the world looking for all my portals and putting them on the nether roof, so I would be more efficient. It's time to be boring. All I did for the next hour to an hour and a half is breed villagers. Yup, you heard me right. I sat around in the same area breeding villagers. Along this time, I added some stairs to make some slanted areas on my farms, and I'll show you the finished result right now. It's pretty cool. But yeah, if you're still watching, that means you should probably subscribe because you probably like the video. So if you are watching, comment cobblestone stair, because that's what I used a lot of. Now, I'm gonna go to a trial chamber, because trial chambers are fun? Sometimes, only if you get a mace. Otherwise, it's kind of just very boring. So, on top of villager breeding being boring, I also spent a while in a trial chamber. After I got out of there, I started setting up the iron farm to prepare it to have the villagers loaded in. Putting the villagers into the farm was relatively easy compared to all the other times I've ever messed with villagers. I was then able to confirm that the iron farm does indeed work. So I ran the farm for about overnight, nothing more, nothing less, and yeah, I got a lot of iron. As you can see, 8 stacks of iron blocks. That is a lot of iron. Now, you may have noticed this episode is a little bit shorter. It's only 5 minutes and 30 seconds. That's not a lot. Well, the reason why is because this is actually a filler episode. Next episode, I will build a mega base. Alright, now you should subscribe.